esteemed Chief Guest, Her Excellency Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, Rector of our University, Dr. Kiran Bediji, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Pondicherry University, Professor Gurmeet Singh Ji, respected Dean, School of Management, Pondicherry University, Professor Anjaneya Swamiji, Office Bearers of IIBA Puducherry, Dr. R.R. Dhanapal and Engineer Narasimhamurthy Sir, special invitees, awardees, dignitaries of the dais, senior professors, distinguished colleagues, my dear students, people from press and media, electronic media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I deem it a great honor and unique privilege to stand here to present the theme paper for this seminar on public administration and people management in the recent scenario. Before I give the seminar theme, I would like to apprise to the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais that I took this seminar as an opportunity to make our university students in general and MBA students in particular to understand three areas in public administration. The first one being innovations in public administration, second one being e-governance and its dimensions, and the third one being the career opportunities in public administration. The seminar presentations are made on these areas for the benefit of the students. Coming to the themes, if we take the first part, that is innovation types in Indian public administration, we have technical innovation, management innovation, citizens' choice innovation, governance innovation, and collaborative innovations. Examples are very many, and to quote a very few, we have now moved from Planning Commission to Niti Aayog, One Nation, One Tax, One Nation, One Permit, Zero Defect, Zero Effect, Make in India, Digital India, Minimum Government, Maximum Governance, etc. If we look at the second part, that is e-governance initiatives, it is the application of ICT for delivering government services, exchange of information, communication, transactions, integration of various standalone systems and services between G2C, that is government to citizen, G2B, government to business, G2G, government to government, and G2E, government to employees, as well as back office processes and interactions with the entire government framework. Through e-governance, government services are made available to citizens in a convenient, efficient, and transparent manner. The three main target groups that can be distinguished in governance concepts are government, citizens, and business or interest groups. According to UN e-governance ranking, Denmark is now the world's best in e-governance initiatives. India has jumped 22 places to break into the top 100 of the United Nations e-governance index 2019. Now worldwide India's rank is 96. The jump shows how digital technologies and innovations are impacting the public sector and changing people's everyday lives. Estonia is probably the only country in the world where 99% of the public services are available online 24/7. So details about e-governance infrastructure, e-governance services, e-governance empowerment are elaborated to the participants. I believe the youth of India from various parts of our country are here, and now they know the e-governance infrastructure available in India from Aadhaar to Mobile Seva App Store, the e-governance services in various areas such as rural management, healthcare, education, election, finance, payment, travel, women's safety and welfare, etc. And e-governance empowerment services like Aadhaar-enabled payment system, iGovernment, smart cities, etc. All these initiatives lead to good governance, and the elements of good governance are also elaborated to the participants. As management graduates, they are now making their minds as how they can contribute in achieving good governance and taking our nation high in the global map with their innovative ideas. And it is not out of place to mention our Honorable Vice Chancellor has introduced and encouraged e-governance modules and systems for various operations of our universities such as faculty management, admissions, examinations, infrastructure usage, student elections, etc. to achieve transparent administration. And if we take the third part of the discussion what we had in the morning, that is very interesting, that is career opportunities in public administration. And students were given inputs on various career opportunities in the government and public sector enterprises in various business areas. Now they are experiencing how they can contribute to the society and take pride in being part of nation building by taking our chief guest, Her Excellency Honorable LG of Puducherry as role model. She being the first IPS woman police officer of India, how she has been the catalyst for the positive changes required. A big window of opportunities are visible now for our students, ma'am, in the public sector. and there are always growing challenges, and they may be difficult to be met through the conventional one-size-fit-all or rigid top-down approaches. So there is need and scope to employ new public management tools and decentralization. There are various public management models like new public management, public value management, new public service, and new governance. Now the experts started using the word management along with governance. As a management expert, I feel to have good governed public administration, the role of management is important. The principles, tools, techniques of management along with ICT can do wonders in public administration. In the words of our Honorable PM, confluence of Panch Shakti, 5 vital forces of knowledge, that is Jnana Shakti, water, Jal Shakti, energy, Urja Shakti, security, Raksha Shakti, and human resources, Jan Shakti, the 5 fundamental powers required to achieve holistic and sustainable growth have resulted in unprecedented growth and improvement in the quality of life. The effect of such confluence is Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, that is collective efforts, inclusive growth and building trust. So I take this opportunity to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor for the interest shown when the seminar was proposed by IAPA. Thank our Chief Guest, Her Excellency, for sparing her valuable time, and thank IAPA Puducherry chapter for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share some of my views on the seminar theme. Thank you all.
Today